Yes, top of the morning, man. Sunday so special, man. Sunday so special, man. We're gonna get to the motion. As you can see, I'm at the desk, man. So we're gonna discuss. Oh, damn, goddamn, uh, mouse just fell, man. Let's pick the mouse up. Upon coming in, hit the like button. So yesterday was the battle, the verses. The verses has been popular for quite some time now, a couple of years. But yesterday was a classic New Orleans, right? That was a New Orleans battle. Cash Money and No Limit. A lot of people saying No Limit destroyed them. That Cash Money was very unorganized. It kind of did it. Listen, for me, right? It came off like Dipset and the Locks, right? That's what it was. It was like Dipset versus the Locks, right? Where we're not gonna discredit. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I look cool, right? We just not gonna act like Cash Money don't have hits. They got a lot of hits, but they just wasn't organized. They wasn't together, so it looked. And then No Limit, they brought out Snoop. They was prepared. Um, they was prepared. Let me share this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to cooking. I put out a lot of content already. Like I said, that's the type of time I'm on.
Hold up, man. Big hits. I gotta give it to Bird, man. He started that stunt shit. You know I started that stunt shit, nigga. But guess what, nigga? I was uptown too, and I started that one cam this year.
That's right. Huh? Yeah, see that, being them got classics, man. Look. P was prepared, man. P was prepared. Yeah, P was in his bag, man. P was in his bag, man. Like I said, it gave me, right, the Dipset versus the Locks. Like Dip has hits, but they just wasn't organized. That's what Cash Money came off as, man. Where No Limit they was ready for war, man. No Limit soldiers, right? But yeah, I'm gonna post a lot of this. I'm gonna play a lot of this. But I think what really transpired, right? That kind of really fucked the game up, and I'm gonna touch on that was Turk, how the battle kind of ended, right? And Birdman won at Turk, and Turk has responded. And I want to touch on that. Oh man, look, we sounding good. I'm definitely gonna touch on that, man. Turk responded, and upon him responding, I just feel like that needs to be discussed, as well as Math Hoffa and Oskino. Another hot topic. We on the hot topics, man. Like, cause I'm gonna tell you, my boxing content is out there. I don't waste time with the boxing because, like I said, that community consists of too many jealous, disrespectful people, right? And the thing with me is like you speak on boxing with such disrespect, and boxers are modern day killers, gladiators, right? I'm just kind of leaning away from that because I, like I said, I have a list of people that have disrespected me. Right? Well, they thought they did because when we come into contact, we're gonna get that understanding, man. I don't do those games, man. That's why I just move out the way. Because if I feel like you're on internet goofy business, I stay clear of you. I stay clear of you, right? But with that being said, we're gonna touch on this battle though, man. Like I said, no limit. They was prepared, man. Whereas like Cash Money got hits, man. They just didn't have it together, man. They're kind of like I'm telling you, it gave me the Dipset, um, LOX, Dipset vibes, man. At the Hulu Theater, that's the vibes it really gave me, man. It didn't give me like I just felt like what Turk said. I'm gonna play his audio. That's what you see me getting all my stuff together right now. Cause I'm definitely gonna play his audio. Michael Knight, what's going on, man? Michael Knight, I dropped some content. Definitely check it out. A lot of shorts. Um, for the boxing guys like yourself, that content is out there. I remixed a lot of my stuff that I did yesterday. Yesterday I was at the desk, the studio. I'm at the desk here, my makeshift studio. But yesterday I was at the library doing it real major. And I spoke on, I think Bomac got backdoored, right? I think I put that in one of my titles. The boxing voice, they backdoored Bomac. I talked on that, right? You know, before the Monday morning quarterbacks, before all these content guys that don't watch me or know me, they'll probably talk about it now, or you know how they do, right? But I spoke on that yesterday, as well as somebody's gonna get exposed. I spoke on that, the Norman Haney fight. Somebody's getting exposed, man, and the aftermath is gonna see who's really prepared for the exposure, because that fight got to go one way or the other. And I spoke on that a little bit. I put a little bit of that out. I didn't go into depth. You know, I'm not, because game is to be sold and not told, right? And then I just spoke overall on respect, because like I said, I feel like the boxing community is no respect, and a lot of times boxing, you're dealing with violent individuals, man. And I think these guys, they sit around, content creators I'm speaking on now. They sit around and they just run their mouths. They speak on violent people, right? Because boxers are violent people, man. If you don't know, right? Violent killers, right? You could die in that ring, right? Registered hands. Their hands are registered weapons. Their hands is like, I'm not gonna pull my guns out, but their hands are classified registered deadly weapons, right? And I think a lot of times content creators, jealous fans, they speak on these people a lot of times from a state of if you notice, people be online, a lot of these guys be drunk, high, they don't be in their right state of mind, but they speak on killers, right? And when you speak on killers disrespectfully, and you know, everybody's human, maybe you might run into one of these guys, and you got to be about all the things that you spoke about or text about, and you know, you definitely gotta, you know, be mindful of that. I touched on some of that, man. How these guys are sitting online and group up and talk about shit, defamation of character, slander, have disagreements on opinions, and then want to violate or disrespect you. Well, disrespect you. And I was highlighting the fact that how me and my guy early in the week, I think I did that live maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. I did a lot of content. And I was like, me and my boy, CW, we didn't see eye to eye because he was saying things about Devin Haney and I was doing my content. But I was like, I didn't at once say, yo, man, you're pussy. You're a bitch, right? You know what I'm saying? I was just like, nah, respectfully, I see it this way. And, you know, I was like, a lot of the narratives have you confused. But I didn't say, yo, fuck you. That's what these guys do in boxing. That's why I don't get into all that, because you tell me fuck you on the internet, and I see you and you got to do that, right? We got to get to that. You know, that's the type of time I'm on. Like, I don't do that on the internet, man. We see each other, and that's where it is. It's up, right? But let's get to this No Limit, right? Like I said, No Limit clearly won the battle. Clearly, it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close, right? They were more prepared by a landslide. And when they brought out Snoop Dogg, right? And Snoop kicked this hardcore shit right here. Right? Snoop kicked this hard shit right here. I said, damn, it's over. Look, this hard shit right here.
Like to ride on fools. We do it from the shoulders and do it from the toes. I do my dirt up on my lonely. See murder and magic, hell yeah, they're my motherfucking homies. So when the shit get thick and foggy, and niggas wanna act like they wanna get with Snoop Doggy, let me let you niggas know. Nigga, fuck what you going through and fuck what you stand for.
Damn, they was banging, man. They yo, No Limit was banging, man. No Limit was banging last night, but it was good for the culture, right? Let's just talk about that. It was good for the culture. Shout out to my brother. My brother's down there in Lafayette. He's a Louisiana boy, so it was good for the whole Louisiana. More importantly, New Orleans, Uptown, Fifth Ward, and all that, right? And but the end of the verses, Birdman. What happened to that boy? Right? Birdman kind of got at Turk. He kind of got at Turk. And when he got at Turk, he got at Turk. Why are they texting me, man? When he got at Turk, he shut him down. He shut him down, right? He was like, yo, hold on, I gotta handle this real quick. You might have to plug up. The phone is gonna die, man. Let me plug this up for you for a little while. All right, so damn, look, there's so much going on over here, y'all. Here, you can take this upstairs then. Take this upstairs. Don't mess it up. This is your sister's. And come back with it. Come back with it, please. Hold on, man.
No, Daffy. Daffy dropped the coffee.
It's nothing in it, though. It's empty.
No, there was stuff in there.
Daffy, I'm gonna fuck you up, man. All right, bear with me, y'all. Look, you know what I hate? I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I hate, right? This is how I know people be watching my shit too, right? Jealous fans, jealous content fans in the way, right? As soon as I go live, people want to start hitting me up, right? That's why a lot of y'all have been exposed with this, man. You know, but see, the thing is with content, and you content creators that for years and years claim that you never watched me or supported me. I did it without y'all. I'm talking about the boxing community, especially because now you see, I don't even cater to boxing content. I cater to the boxing people that actually support me, like my man CW, like my man, what's his name? Nah, they don't need to see your braids. Just see your braids later on during the week. Yeah. Oh, here, come show your braids. Come show your braids, man. Come show your braids. Hurry up, man. And then beat it, man. Then beat it. Go, get up out of here. Scram, man. Scram, right? Yeah, Coach Reed. Shut up, Jeffy. Shut up. Look. Yeah, everybody tries to come and take over my makeshift studio. Shut up, Jeffy. Shut it up. Right? You ain't tough. Right? Yo, shout out to Cassius. We was talking about that yesterday, right? In the gym. He got Tank. Tank is a beautiful pit bull, American pit bull. And he was saying how his dog be trying his girl. And he was like, he tried him. I was like, yeah, you gotta establish that you're the dominant one, because they'll do that. They will definitely do that, man. You know? But once they know you're dumb, like Daffy, who's dominant, Daffy? Who's the master? Right? See how Daffy came in, she knocked the coffee over, and I backed it down. Come here, Daffy. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Good girl. Look. Here's Daffy. Look. See Daffy right here? Good girl. Good girl. You messed up. It's okay. Good girl. Daffy's the general around here. Right? That's good girl. Okay, go, Daffy. Let me finish. Let me finish now. Let me finish. Good girl. Good girl. She knocked over the coffee. But it's all good. But yes, back to what I was saying now about the no limit. Right. Hold on. This phone's gonna die. Go upstairs with that, man. Cause I need to charge it. Hurry up and charge. Go, cause this phone right here is gonna die. Y'all stay on my devices too much. Right. All right. So I'm gonna play some audio that Birdman put out there, right, in regards to Turk, and I'm gonna play Turk's response. But Turk is probably gonna come with a different response today, right? For those of y'all that's in here, man, smash the like button, man, and shout out your section. But this was Birdman's initial response to Turk, right? And I do think they did need Turk, man. They did need Turk, right? Because at the end of the day, Turk is a big part of the Cash Money crew, right? He's a big part of the Cash Money crew, man. And I just feel like they did not have him. He was a missing component, right? And what he actually said was valid about them doing what they did 10 songs, I believe, 10 or 11 songs, and 5 of the songs he was on, but his verses wasn't used, right? So that kind of killed the flow too, right? But here it goes right here. Let's get to this right here. Let me know if y'all can hear this in the comment section, right? Put it in the comment section if y'all can hear this. Look, this is Birdman. What happened to that boy? Look.
I started this jury. I'm the first nigga with diamonds in their teeth. Hold up, man. The biggest. I gotta give it to Birdman. He started that stunt shit. You know I started that stunt shit, nigga. But guess what, nigga? Right. I was uptown too, and I started that 1K Alice show.
Yeah, that was it right there.
I met Wayne. I met Juvie. I met Turk, shout out to Turk, the little bitch, man. Here, but fuck you. We gon' fuck with you and we gon' fuck with you. You hear me? Don't go on script, nigga. Hey, we gon' fuck with that bitch when we won't fuck with it. But there's another movie.
Damn. Yeah, that's how he edited the verses, right? Because you know, Turk wasn't there. Turk was in Houston getting the bag. Turk was in Houston getting the bag. But according to Birdman, he was a bitch, right? He was a bitch because he wasn't there. They fuck with him when they fuck with him. But I like Turk's response. I'm gonna play Turk's response, right? Turk took the high road, but more importantly, not the high road. He said some things that I like, that I can relate to. He said the fact that his shut up, Brownie. Shut up, man. He said some things that I like about your mind changing, your mind state changing. I think that's how my mind state has changed, right? But more importantly, I just match energy, right? Real talk. If I feel like, cause see, people's actions, like one thing about the internet, especially, people's actions on the internet expose them because the simplest shit on this internet is free, right? Hitting the like button is free. Sharing content is free. When you sit on the internet for hours and hours, like a lot of people do, it's free. So if you're on the internet and you're a gossip girl, you're a gossip nigga, and you don't share other people's content that you might know, or you know that's in motion, you're showing your actions like that. And I'm speaking about boxing people too right now, because like I said, I got over a decade, 15 to almost 20 years strong with stamped and certified content that I watch people take, steal from, never give me a flower, let alone an acknowledgement, right? But yet they want to do these things. So I say, yo, man, your actions speak for your what's name. Go let them out, please. Can you let them out? I want them to go outside. Go outside. Let them outside. Close this door too. Let them outside. This dude is crying too much. Take your ass outside. You're not coming in here, right? But I'm gonna play something that Turk said. And shout out to you, Turk. Hot boy Turk. Hot boy Turk. They're going outside, man. This dude is whining and crying. Right? Hot boy Turk says something. He was so valid in what he said. Right? And I want y'all to catch his motion. Right? And whoever the young lady was that was with him, she was going in too, man. She was going in. Turk was going in. All right. Here it is, right here. This is fire, man. I'm gonna stop it and go. I'm gonna stop it and go. Hot boy Turk, listen. This is just a live reaction, y'all.
I ain't never gonna let you paint my mother.
What's happening?
Y'all can hear it, right? I want to make sure y'all can hear it.
I'm staying out the comments. Hey man,
all the comments is good. All the comments on our page.
what about we did? Had about 6 sold out shows. Then you got my man. and fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? Greed. You feel me? I ain't gonna talk about that neither because that's, you know, that's another story. But I be trying not to speak on a lot of stuff, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all see this shit, man. Y'all see what's going on. I think No Limit won.
A lot of people do.
That's my honest opinion.
A lot of people do.
They was more organized.
Yes, they were.
They was grown up about the situation. You feel me? And them niggas on Cash Money side, be honest, they'll say the same thing. You know, I want to be known. 4 songs they played, I was on those 4 songs. They had to skip around my verse, but 4, maybe 5. And they played 10.
So let's stop it, right? If they played 10, we're gonna do the percentage game. If they played 10, 10 for 10 is what? 100%. He said he was on 4 out of 10, so almost 50%, 40%. 50 is half. So just under 10%, 40% of the versus battle that they played, because they said 10 songs, 40% of them he was on, but he was not there. So right there kind of leaves them at a disadvantage, right? Just want y'all to be mindful of that.
So when motherfucker go to saying Turk got 1 song, bro, y'all must not be a Turk fan, or y'all don't know the history of what was going on. I had some of the most memorable verses in the streets. See, I missed the commercial side, but the streets all over, bro, it is what it is, bro. That's why these people, that's why nigga, everywhere y'all go, y'all feeling it. If you from New Orleans, of course, niggas in New Orleans had they picks and chooses, you feel me? You know, niggas in New Orleans, hey, so whatever we own, we own. You know what I'm saying? I just grew out of the New Orleans mentality, but I love my city. I understand.
That was big right there. You heard what he just said? He just grew out of the New Orleans mentality. See, a lot of people can't grow out of their mentality. It shows. That's why I say what I said earlier, right? People are going to show you who they are because they can't grow out of their mentality. And a lot of people have what I call the crab in the barrel, the jealous fan zone mentality. And this brother right here, this is why I wanted to do my content on this today. Because I listened to this, I said, man, he's really saying some insightful gems. Insightful gems, man. He says he loves his city, but he has grown out of that mentality. Right?
I just grew out of the New Orleans mentality, but I love my city. I understand. They got grown New Orleans and they still got who still believe in Santa Claus. You feel me? But after the night, bro, they ain't grow up. If people ain't grow up after the night, bro, y'all ain't gonna never grow up. I pray for those who despitefully try to do whatever they try to do to me. Like, I pray that God changed their heart. I pray that God changed their mind like he did mine. You feel me? I pray that God protect them from all hurt, harm, and danger. You know what I'm talking about? I had a great time tonight. Shout out to the people in Houston, man. I shot a video tonight. Shit. I got.
See what he said? He was in Houston. So he was still handling business. He was in Houston handling business, man. So I think when you start to handle your business and you start distancing yourself from distractions or people that's not building with you, you be like this brother right here. You heard what he just said? I pray for them that they could grow. I pray that, you know, they get some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding base. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. You got to focus, get tunnel vision. Like my cousin Buddy McGirt always said, tunnel vision, right? When you be so locked in on what you're doing, you just, people that are distractions, God just reveals it to you. And you just start distancing yourself from them. You really do. You like, oh, you a distraction. You ain't about nothing. You're not about nothing. You just remove yourself. And I felt like a lot of the boxing people, especially the content fans, crabs I call them, they was just distractions because it's like, yo, shit that's free in boxing that you claim you want to be a part of, that you're a part of. You don't do nothing to uplift it. You're crabs. You're crabs. If you have a boxing platform, right? And you feel like you're competing against others with boxing platform, you already have the wrong mentality because the real competition is in the ring. Like I said, if that's what the type of time niggas is on with the boxing community, they should try to fight. Yo, they should try to fight, right? Get in the ring and fight because content creating is not fighting. Getting punched in your face is fighting. Getting punched on your body is fighting, right? But shout out to Turk, what he said about the mentality. Your mentality has to change, man. Your mentality has to change. And the reason why Cash Money lost was, like he said, 10 songs they did, 4 of them he was on, but he wasn't there. Now, if they was organized, like I said, he's a major part of Cash Money, they wouldn't have even did none of his songs. If you know he's not there, why would you even do songs that he's on? He wasn't there. And then for the end, for Birdman to try to call him out, right? For Birdman to try to call him out. And look, he took the high road right here, but I'm pretty sure he's going to come back with some fire because he said that he was a little intoxicated, but the young lady wanted him to go in because she said a drunk tongue speaks the truth.
That Houston Hospital.
Trey, what up? Clarence, what up, man? Smash the like button.
You know what I'm talking about? And I made a bag.
See?
You know what I'm saying? And I got 2 potential feature bags.
2 more bags. There you go. You do have options.
Hey, man, listen, man. I ain't doing no tripping. I ain't doing no tripping, bro. You hear me? And I want to straighten something up. Birdman.
There you go right here. Look. He took the high road.
So you will see there are some people out
but
there.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be more to this.
Tripping, bro. You hear me? And I want to straighten something up. Birdman. I understand our language, you feel me? But I got to say this. For me. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Y'all know y'all can't fuck with me when y'all wanna fuck with me.
And see, I like that. Let me stop that. See, that's a man right there that knows his worth and knows his value. I think there's too many people that sit on this internet. They don't know their worth or their value. And the people that know their worth and their value, the people that don't know their worth and their value, they always feel some type of way about you. I went through this with the boxing. See, a lot of these guys that sit online and boxing content creators, they have no value. Their name holds no weight. They have nothing going on. And if you have something going on or you carry like you have something going on, you hold yourself at a different standard. These guys, like I said, man, they don't have nothing going on, right? You heard what he said. You can't fuck me when you want to fuck with me. He knows his worth. He knows his value. Yo, Trey, you got to check out the content. I know you was asking me for it. It's out now. I killed it. The Boxing Voice, Bomac, backdooring the Bomac. So when you see these guys talk about that, I said it. The Boxing Voice, they backdoored them. They got them on there. They got them comfortable, and they backdoored them. Right? And I put it out there. All these content creators. That's why at the end of the day, the game is where it's at because a lot of dudes don't want to fuck with people and what this brother's going to break down. You guys get caught up on the wrong views. Anybody could pay for views. I can go to my thing right now and pull out a couple $100 and I can put that $100 on views. And tomorrow morning when I wake up, my shit is say I did XYZ views, right? But that's not organic. Why would I do that? Why would I spend my money on views when I can spend my money on products? And my products could be really seen from real consumers. See, all these guys that do these views, right? Where are their products at? Why do people want to pay you, sit around and listen to you, but you can't put out a product that you can show 10 people wearing? You can't show 10 people wearing. You can't show 10 products that you done had, but you got all these people watching you, allegedly. You have all these people supporting you, allegedly, right? Because I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. That's why you don't see these guys with no products. You don't see none of their look, and I'm gonna call it what it is because you guys act like some of you content creators act like you're celebrities. I don't see none of your fans wearing any of your stuff. Don't see it, man. But yeah, you're supposed to be celebrities, influencers, and all this thing. I don't see none of your so-called fans, listeners, subscribers rocking any of your stuff. How is that? If you were so big, hopefully y'all are catching that source right there, man. Hopefully you are catching that. Yeah, yo, Trey, I have multiple products. See, everybody forgets about Jackal Fitness, right? I should have been on my shit like I'm on now. Anytime somebody talks stupid or lied about my name, I'll be ready to bust my gun. I should have been on it like that with Jackal Fitness. But I say, you know what? That was God was helping me to grow. But now when it comes to this right here, Shanewz, Jones Inc., Jones Incorporated, like I said, I will bust your fucking head. I don't play those games, man. Stay in your lane with that, man. I come from a great house, right? I'll be on my Games of Thrones. Don't violate my name. You know, you don't have nothing going on. Motherfuckers that don't have nothing going on don't understand that, right? So when people talk stupid on my brand, because this is a brand right here, I don't do defamation of character, right? Yo, ask anybody, any of these cowards that talk sideways about me, what happened when they see me in person. See, if I was petty, right, I can expose a lot of these pussies because that's what they are. A lot of these niggas that sit on the internet, they pussies, man. They pussies behind keyboards, right? Right? They pussies behind keyboards. I did a skit with my man. Joe Dini's my man, right? And I was playing around with him. But did you caught his reaction, right? He said, yo, put that away, man. Put that away, right? That's how I do niggas in real life. Niggas that talk that shit on the internet about me and they catch me in traffic, I be on my doughboy. Blah, blah. Nigga asks about blah, blah. Say, yo, we got a problem here? We have a problem here, man. We have a problem here? What's up, man? What's up, man? I'm a soldier of God. I'll burn you out here, nigga. I will burn you. Or right in front of my kids, nigga. That's why I keep my kids with me, because I'm a real protector, provider, teacher. I'll burn you, nigga. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Remember the Prodigy boss? He said, a little blood get on my daughter. It ain't nothing. She gonna live. Y'all splatter you, nigga. Ask about me. I will splatter you, nigga. In front of mine, nigga. Won't hesitate. If I feel you out of line, if I feel you threatening and menacing, I'm gonna splatter you, nigga. Right? This instinct. Check my DNA, man. I'm gonna splatter you, nigga. Word. That's how I was raised. I'm gonna lay you down. You're gonna feel some pain. I'm gonna lay you down. Word. I don't play those games, man. I don't play those games, right? That's why anytime now, when it comes to my name and my brand, if I feel disrespected, I get to the motion. But I stay in the boxing gym to, you know, get rid of some of that. But let me get back to this brother Turk, man. Yeah, shout out to No Limit. They definitely won. Yo, the homie, yo, P right here. I'm gonna tell you, yo, when P dropped this right here, this was my shit right here, man. Shout out to all my cousins from down south. You know, I got family in Lowndes County, Georgia, man. And my cousins grew up on No Limit, man. They're a lot older than me. They grew up on No Limit, right? This was their shit right here, right? Shout out to Jason and Jonathan and them. They had me on this, right? I really brought this around my way because a lot of dudes from around my way, they wasn't fucking with No Limit, right? And I was like, nah, this is the wave. Ice Cream Man, Master P shit, and Bout It right here. Look, this was that shit right here. Look.
Hold up, man. Look. I gotta give it to Birdman, he started that stunt shit.
Yeah, stunting.
You know I started that stunt shit, nigga. But guess what, nigga? I was uptown too, and I started that one cam. It's yours.
Let's get it.
Where y'all at?
I could never turn my back. Huh?
Where y'all at?
Huh? You bout it? Cause we bout it. You bout it?
Where y'all at?
We bout it. Huh? You bout it? We bout it. You, huh? We bout it. Yeah, you heard, yo, P said, you roll through the projects, you might get your head cracked, right? You might get your head cracked. Ask me come through the projects on some bullshit, you might get your head cracked. I had to put my homies up here until I said, yo, we live in the project. So y'all sleep, but listen to what the man is telling you. They just down there doing the day way, right? But that's how it is. You come through the projects on some bullshit, you might get your head cracked. So it's the holy. But shout out to Nolan. They definitely, like I said, no disrespect to Cash Money. Cash Money got bangers. They just was not organized, man. Because they have some internal stuff going on, right?
Man, like we gotta stop sending
Smash that like button, y'all.
these mixed messages to people because y'all, you know, don't do that. You know what I'm talking about? Respectfully.
Respectfully.
You feel me? You know, like we ain't gonna do that. You know, respectfully, man. But it's all love, though. We ain't doing no tripping over here. Big YNT.
He said we ain't doing no tripping. See, that's how I be trying to keep it, man. I don't be wanting to set trip, man. I don't be wanting to set trip, man. You know, I don't, man. That's why I just try to stay away, man. I try to stay around positive energy. But like I always be telling my brother, man, God of war, man. Sometimes that's all niggas respect, man. You know, when you look at any empire, any great house, you know, you got to take it in blood, man. Shout out to Cousin Nas, man. Take it in blood, man. A lot of times niggas don't understand that, man. Right? You got to take it in blood and fire. We're Targaryens, man. I will rain down fire on you, man. That's why you heard me what I said earlier. I said, yo, man, I try to stay away from niggas that's going to make me do that to them. Because every time niggas that make you do that to them, then what do? They turn into the victim, right? How many of y'all can relate to that? How many of y'all had to get busy, right? And then after you got busy, right, they made you into the aggressor. Meanwhile, all you was doing was playing defense. But when you played your defense, their offense was so suspect that now you was the aggressor. You was the aggressor because their offense was sloppy, right? They wasn't running no offense like the Lakers, Showtime Lakers. Their offenses was the bad news Bears, and your defense was just superb. And now they turn into victims. Why did he do that? No, why did you do what you attempted to do? Right? It's a cause and effect, right? A motherfucker will cause you to react, and then they be like, oh, yo, he didn't need to do that. No, you didn't need to do what you did. So once you do what you do, and then I do what I do, you have to be prepared for that. Because like I always tell you, I'm not in your way. I say, excuse me. I'm polite. If you watched my live this morning, right? When I went to the gas station, I spoke to rather strangers, right? The lady was in there, her and her daughter, and I seen she had the running back, her son. I said, oh, right, Kopag. Shout out to y'all, man. How many touchdowns he had? I'm going to be looking to see him on Sunday, right? Any given Sunday. Young boy playing football. He had 3 touchdowns the last game, right? That's how I greeted them, with respect, right? See, a lot of y'all don't greet people with respect, and y'all don't even be knowing who y'all be talking to. You just be disrespectful. And then when you be disrespectful to the wrong person or the wrong people, and they don't play disrespect, and then something happens to you, you turn into a victim. But a lot of times, if you're respectful to people, you don't have to go that route because you have an understanding. Hopefully, y'all are catching the sauce. If y'all not catching the sauce, I get it. Maybe I'll wake y'all up. Let me wake y'all up, man. You know, let me wake y'all up, man. Talk to them, girls.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tumo-Keloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes. Talented, man. Very, very talented. She sings, right? Y'all look her up, man. She's a former Miss Nevada, all that. She's talented though, man. She could be an R&B singer, man.
No, we ain't doing no tripping over here. It's big YNT, man. You know, YNT. That's what's going on over here. YouTube video out right now.
Listen to this though. Catch this.
I heard somebody saying about the numbers or something. That's because I don't buy views.
Stop it, man. Niggas always was talking about that about me, man. Yo, shout out to you, Big Turk. I can understand. Niggas was always talking about my numbers, man. I tell them I've been posting my numbers, man. You know, my numbers been organic from day one. I don't buy views, man. I don't buy views. My numbers is my motion, right? These are my numbers right here. When you see me out stepping in real life. What's going on, Coach? What we looking like? What we looking like, Coach?
Gave the audience 7 rounds of a boxing clinic.
That's right.
8th round, we took them out.
That's right.
Easy breezy.
Yo, big, yo. Yo, John, over here. All right. No views, right? My numbers got me right there, man. Well, you know, these guys always talk about numbers, jealous fans. Tell your favorite content creator I'll smack the shit out of him with all his numbers, with shit like that, man. Still waiting for them to come out of the tunnel, man, or be at the end of the tunnel. You know, I'm still waiting for that, man. I did that with no views, man. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. For y'all view watchers.
Buy views. I got organic views. Y'all be looking at a lot of these artists, numbers going up, going crazy. It ain't real. They ain't getting paid from it. So it's the difference from you getting paid off your YouTube and you trying to make it look like something that it ain't. You feel me? A lot of people do that. See, I can have 10,000 views and make $5,000-$10,000. You know what I'm saying? Just from those views and the premium advertisements on it. You know, I'm telling you. See, I got people that love me around me. There ain't no yes man, no yes woman.
Damn, hold on. Yeah. Turk. See, Turk was out here kicking that sauce, man. He said, I got people around me, real people that love me. They ain't no yes men. So I think that's what a lot of y'all fall victim to. Not only do you have yes men around you, you surround yourself around cowards. You surround yourself around people that really not there for you. And when you don't have people that's there for you, it's gonna show. It's gonna show, man. And when it starts to show, you got to be ready, because once you lose what I like to call the divine guidance, the divine ones, right? Because I feel like the honorable, the righteous, God puts people around you, right? Because it's a war out here. It's a war. We're all at war. I told somebody that yesterday. He said, I didn't know you was at war. I said, I've been at war. Anytime you think you cool to speak on my name, we at war, man. Just because I don't show it, because I'm not aggressive, shy, doesn't mean that we not at war. Once you show me who you are, we at war, man. It's no peace. It's no peace, right? Like if you say, you see my daughter was just saying, if you say fuck me or fuck anything that I do, that I'm trying to feed my family and provide for my family, right? you're saying, in a sense, that's an act of war, right? And I'm gonna break this down to you why that's an act of war, right? And I'm gonna do it for the streets, because that's the only way motherfuckers understand something is street terminology, right? And I'm gonna use the wire. If this is my block, and where I set up shop, like Marlo said, yo, what I want with an off-brand strip, ain't nobody trying to beef with me, right? So if this is my block, this is an off-brand strip, and it's not doing no numbers, right? And you say, yo, man, that nigga's package is weak, right? This is street terminology. I want y'all to catch it, right? Yo, that nigga's package is weak over there, right? So now what you're doing is you're telling the people my product is weak, right? My block's not popping. That's an act of war. You know why? Because now you're telling customers or people that may come and fuck with me and I can make money that my shit is weak, right? That my shit is weak. Yes, No Limit definitely washed them. Definitely. They were more organized, good brother. Washed them. You were not lying. So that's an act of war, right? Now, people do this shit in the corporate world. And when they do that in the corporate world, right, you take them to court. In the streets, you go to war, you go to beef, shootouts, all that. In the corporate world, when they do that, right, slander, defamation of character, you take them to court. You might file a cease and desist, things like that. These dudes play it like that. See, it's all the same game. It's just the rules change and you handle it different. But if you are somebody that sits around, right, and this is what you do, you say, yo, you push lies and slander on somebody, that's the act of war. Hopefully y'all are catching that. If you say, yo, this nigga's a piece of shit, that's why I said what I said about certain people. Like, nah, fuck that. You're a piece of shit. Because, come over here, Narina. Come in the camera again. Right? When you speak on me, right? When you speak on me and you watch me grind, she's a big girl now. You can get up. You're too heavy now, right? You watch me push them in strollers and go to boxing events, build my company. They're grown now. They're big. But I used to have them. I used to have them with me, you know, going to gyms. Shout out to Buddy McGurk. I remember me and my cousin Buddy was talking about that. He was saying how he had cousin James Jr. They used to have him on the train in a stroller going to the gyms to train in Jersey. Formula, you know, Pampers and all of that, right? I was like, yo, I dig it, cuz I was doing the same thing just to get interviews. So I carry it different. Going to Gleason's gym, going to different gyms, Mendez Boxing in Manhattan, having my kids on the train with me. So when people talk stupid on my name, I'll be like, yo, man, I grown a lot, man. But the old me, I would have came and seen you and threw a gun in your mouth and been like, yo, what's that mean, man? What are we talking about here, man? It's how I feed my family, man. I'm trying to provide for my family, and I'm trying to go about it doing it the right way. Do you want me to go about it this way, throwing my gun in your fucking face and say, give up the goods that get sprayed? Huh? Give up the goods that get sprayed. So you got to be mindful about when you're talking about people's, right? And that's why I related to what Turk said about growing and having a grown person mentality and moving on. Facts. No honor amongst thieves. Thank you for that gem, good brother. Smash the like button. I'm going to pin that right there. And some of the biggest thieves in the world are corporate thieves. I hope you know that, man. I hope you know that. The people in the suits and ties, they're some of the biggest thieves, man. But hopefully y'all are catching this sauce, man. But listen to Turk, his lady, and them. They was dropping gems.
I just said it. I just said it.
Well, she was going off. Yeah. She was going on.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Hey, man.
See, he had to mute it. She was going off, man.
You know they weren't raised like,
Hey,
come on,
hey.
we gonna have us a good night.
Yeah. Nah, man, it was a good. You know. Hey, did they do 10 and 10 though? That shit went fast.
Nah, it went too fast.
It seemed like Juvie was doing all the rapping though.
Juvie got bangers, man. Yo, Cat, let me stop
You
you, man.
needed me on the stage, bro.
They did. They did. That's why they lost. See, you know why they also lost? Because you can't do people foul, man. When you do people foul, nothing good comes your way, man. You ever notice that? You be like, damn, that motherfucker can't catch a break because he's foul. You're foul. That's why you'll never catch a break, man. You won't catch no break. And I always try to give this up for people. Like, yo, when you do shit to people that are Moses, right? Yo, all you doing is blocking your own blessings, man. You will block your blessings. You know how many people that try to block my blessings, they got chopped down already? They got chopped down. I just laugh, man. And we still rising, man. You know, you like my man said, look, people don't even be realizing they be using my slogans, man. They don't really be realizing but they've been using my slogans, man. Right? Anytime you use somebody's shit and you don't acknowledge them as an influencer, right? But they say I'm not an influencer, nobody watches me, right? Yeah, my man Underground King 2, right? He hit me up yesterday or Friday, because today's Sunday. So Friday he hit me up and he was like, yo, you be killing them with the got him. I said, y'all got that from my daughter, man. That's me and my daughter, Coach Beans vibe. Got him. And you know who she got that from? The TikTok dude. Got him, right? Got him. See, sometimes you got to be in tune with your kids, man. And a lot of y'all not in tune with your kids, man, but that's neither here nor there. See, your kids can keep you hit, right? Because they in the in crowd. Your kids, your children. Especially if you have a real relationship with your children, and you be kicking it with your kids, you always have the source, man. Because like I said, a lot of you old dudes, you been missed it, man. That's why, like I be telling CW, man, them niggas is Sweet Dick Willie and the crew and do the right thing. They be on the corner just talking, right? Yeah, they be on the boulevard. Remember, Sweet Dick Willie. Yeah, his name was Sweet Dick Willie. He ain't even have a woman. Yeah, he was on the corner with the old heads. Sweet Dick Willie had a dry dick, no homo, respectfully, right? Yeah, his name was Sweet Dick Willie. He wasn't getting no pussy, nigga. He was out there with niggas on the block all day, drinking, talking bullshit, man. Spike Lee's a genius. Did you see how he played that, right? Spike Lee always was giving out gems, right? Always. All his movies from School Days, any of Spike Lee's movies, there's always a hidden message in there, man. You just got to catch it, man. You just got to catch it. And look, fast forward to now time. How many of these content guys are Sweet Dick Willie and the crew? If you sit on a panel of niggas with no motion, you're Sweet Dick Willie in there, man. You have no motion. That's why you won't catch me sitting on panels with niggas, man. Look, I'm clicking up with niggas that ain't doing nothing, man. You niggas don't got nothing going on, man. You telling what if stories.
You needed me on the stage, bro.
Yeah, shorty going on. Yeah, shorty going on.
It's time to own your drive.
Shorty was going on.
Hey, listen, man, but now, we just laid back, man. I just wanted to come on here because I appreciate it. I don't want to talk right now because can't take back. So
you kept it
talk right now because I want to talk focus. You feel me? So yeah, man. I think it'll be best for me to just,
They say a drunk song ain't no lying song. They don't tell the truth.
It gonna be too much. They already tell the truth. It's gonna be too much.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too much for y'all. What's up, folks?
Yeah, he did that right. See, the truth be too much for motherfuckers, man. Pay attention to what he just said, right? Yo, the truth be too much, man. You know why? Because a lot of times all you listen to is lies. When you listen to lies, and a motherfucker tell you the truth, and they throw that truth in your face, man, you can't take it. You can't take it, man. Because you want to hear lies, man. You want to hear lies, man. Lies are comfortable around lies, man. The truth can stand alone, man. When you the truth, you can stand alone, man. Right? You are a bright light, right? The truth is the light, man. Lies is darkness, right? Lies is darkness, right? That's why lies always got to change, man. Right? But the truth is what? That river is flowing. It stays the same, man. It stays the same. How many? Yeah, look. I'm gonna give y'all some boxing lies, right? Shout out to Tank Davis, man. He about to fight. Tank Davis has some of the biggest lies on his career that are being exposed now, right? Remember this lie right here, y'all? Smash the like button, man. Share the content. Remember this lie right here? Too many of you content boxing creators did lives on this. Y'all talked about this. Tank Davis signed a $300 million deal with Amazon Prime for 5 or 6 fights, bigger than Mayweather with Showtime. But yet, he has to fight Jake Paul and MVP Promotions in a couple weeks on a Friday night in Miami. But if he signed that big deal with Amazon Prime, why is he doing an exhibition fight with Jake Paul for the bag? See, lies have got to change, but the truth stays the same. See, some of us been speaking the truth. I'm telling y'all, yo, man, that shit don't make sense. That shit don't add up, man. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But let me wake y'all up. Maybe y'all didn't catch that sauce, man. Let me wake y'all up, man. Let me wake y'all up, man. You know, this will wake y'all up and put y'all to sleep at the same time. Work, Chris, work, body. Nice, good body shot. Body shot, Chris. Good body shot. Yes, y'all seen that? Did y'all catch that? That was one of my receipts right there, man. So I told you I used to have my kids with me with strollers working in the boxing. That was Baby Reen right there, man. Baby Reen is a coach, man. She's been a coach for a long time in the game, man. Hopefully y'all, understand that, man. We come from a great house when it comes to this boxing.
The first one was that. Some will move on the dance floor when they put something smooth on. Turn up the bass. The body stop on it. Another body some will move on the dance floor when they put something smooth on. Turn up the bass. It's better when it's loud.
Yeah, that was $1 Million Marley, man. Man, yeah, $1 Million Marley was a bad mother. Watch your mouth. I'm just talking about $1 Million Marley, man. Did you see Coach Reed? Coach Reed was working the corner, man. I mean, y'all missed all of that. Y'all overlooked all of that, man. That's neither here nor there. How is the content looking now?
Gonna be too much for y'all. What's up, folks? What's happening, folks? Yeah, I be down there. Hey man, we going on a hotter than ever tour, man. You know what I'm saying? We just backed it up a little bit. Say, man, give us a drink, chap. Y'all, drink, chap. Hey, they gotta pay for that drink, chap interview. I ain't doing no more.
There you go. They gotta pay, man.
They gotta pay for that.
Yeah, mama giving it up in the back. Like, y'all hear it? They gotta come on down, man. You know what that means? Yo, the price gotta be right, man. The price gotta be right. And they should be able to pay it right. They do the views, right? They do the views, or they buying views too. Like I said, a lot of these boys be buying views. But let's switch gears real quick. I gotta get to Math Hoffa, man. I've been on for 1 hour and 6 minutes already, right? So Math Hoffa is, now he's getting in the Philly business, right? Shout out to Philly, man. So Math had, remember Oskino and Sparks, state property guys, right? He had Sparks on, and he was speaking on, this is, certain content creators are going to do what they need to do. They're going to be messy to get their views and shit like that, right? So apparently, Math wanted Oskino on the show, and he felt some type of way because Oskino did not know who he was. And at the end of the day, right? Go let Daffy in. That's Daffy at the door. Go let Daffy in. Right? Yeah, let them in. Close this door so they don't come up in here. Right? He felt some type of way because apparently Oskino did not know who he was, right? And Oskino was hilarious. He said that he was a bad bitch. he said, he called the man. He said the man had a bad bitch's mentality. I'm gonna play the audio, man. Yeah, that was hard. That was fire, right? But the shit is hilarious because if you think about it, right, that is a woman's mentality, right? If you don't know them or they feel like you don't know them, right? That's how they be on it, right? That shit had me crying, right? He said that he had a bad bitch mentality, right? Now, a lot of Math's co-hosts, former colleagues are all coming out, and they all have, like, I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of times when people start having the same complaint, right? Everybody's complaint is the same. What does that say, man? Does that say that maybe, just maybe, there may be some truth to that, right? Because sometimes when if one person says like, oh, they hating, right? They like, oh, they hating. Like, oh, they hating, right? But when look, Brown. I said I be letting Marine try to regulate them. Got to. Let me see how she's doing. All right, she got him in. See? She got him in.
I gave him one of these.
All right, he don't need no more of those. Yeah, he listened to you. He don't don't need no more of those. All right, I'm about to play this audio. I really want to play the video, but I think if I play the video, it might get flagged. But Math Hoffa felt offended because he didn't know who he was. Right? And to me, that's hilarious. That's like, yo, to me, that's funny. Like, why would you be mad? Right? Because of another man. A man, right? You felt he was supposed to know who you was. But if we base it on the industry, right? Skino, and shout out to Harlem Legend TV for highlighting this. Skino is a much bigger artist, right? Math is I guess big in what he does now with the blogging and all that. But when we talking about industry, Skino was part of a bigger crew. He wasn't a battle rapper. And he just like overall, he was like why if he is an industry dude, but he's not, we know he's not an industry dude, right? But if he's just an industry dude on some industry rap shit, you're not even on his level in the rap game. Like I said, he was running with Rockefeller, State Property. He was much bigger, right? But let me let him just air out his grievance real quick, man. Fire your content, man. Hit the like button.
I think this one thing. I would never take nothing from you that you did if I knew you. I would never say I don't know you.
See what he said? That's big right there, right? You heard what he said? I would never take nothing from you that you did if I know you. See, he was being humble right there. Like, yo, respectfully, I don't know you like that, right? I don't know you, right? But this dude, like I said, smoking mirrors, man. There's a lot of YouTubers that give it up like that, man. They be like, man, they be on some what's in it, and people be like, yo, Shaw, you be moving like that. No, I don't, right? See, I let people hang themselves, right? You can't listen. It's just like this with me. This is why I said trip, because you try to act like you don't know me, but you speak on my work. So if you speak on my work or anything that I'm a part of or was a part of, and you act like you don't know who I am, you're doing what he just said right there. I'm gonna bring that back. That's why I said trip. Listen to what he says, right? Pay attention to this.
I think this one thing. I would never take nothing from you that you did if I knew you.
That you did, right?
That's corny shit.
That's corny shit, right?
Yeah. It's like you. Where would I know you from? He's a bitch, nigga. I'm never doing that. Nigga. He's a bitch. To me, that's a bitch. You don't know me. Like, he's a bitch. That's a bad bitch move. He's a bougie bitch. That's what happened. You think everybody in the world watch your show? Some niggas got no life. I don't watch battle rap. I don't watch battle rap.
There it is. See? There it is. Battle rap, right? This guy was a battle rapper, man. He was a battle rapper. Skino was really in the industry, man. He's running around with Jay-Z, Rockefeller, right? They're on two different levels, man. They're on two different levels, man. Right? See, like I said, content creating be having dudes, and like these smoking mirror numbers be having these dudes like on some celebrity shit, man.
I just start watching. I got a couple people that I watch on there that like the Bulldog Lux. You know he's a sucker, right? So he might do some sucker stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I don't know, bro. So he think you like him. He projecting himself on you. So you projecting the suckiness in you on me. Listen, bro, I don't even want to be on your show after that. You're bad. You ain't a man to me. Especially at your age. You want everybody to know you. Like, what you do? What you do for me to know you? You need a pocketbook and a skirt and some lipstick.
Yeah, now, man, has Math responded? Has anybody seen? Has Math responded? Right? Has he responded? He told him he was a bad bitch, a female dog, man, a bad bitch, man. But Math, right now, Math is looking, like I said in my title, kind of suspect, because we have a lot of his former colleagues and co-hosts and partners. They are not giving him the best of reporters, man. But then what I don't like what he did was, right, I feel like this, right, and I remember I got out of do because it was like I was watching dudes on the internet, right, you speak on certain boxers and their teams, right? And you're not a part of the team. You speak on certain politics. Like that's why what Oskino was saying with him and Sparks and letting Mav, he was like, yeah, you let a New York nigga, you know, have you speak on Philly politics or Philly business. That's valid. That's valid, man. I watch this shit all the time. I watch niggas come online, right? And this is why I always laugh. They always want to speak on my business, right? But downplay my business, right? Like, because you was a jealous media content fan. Meanwhile, I do way more than media. But yet, you don't want to acknowledge it because you tried to slander who I was off of content, views, and things like that. So I dig what he's saying. I'm like, yeah, you niggas have coward mentalities. And then when I come and I step on you and I point that out, like, yo, fam, you a weirdo, my nigga. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo fan. You want to speak on things because you want my spot. That's why you ever used to always hear me say that you want my spot, Flash. How does it feel to be me, right? How does it feel to be me? You want to be me, but you don't want to do nothing that I did to be me. You want to sit on the internet and gossip. In order to be me, you got to come outside. You got to put in some pain, man. You got to do some things, right? A lot of y'all not doing no things, man. Get your motion up, man. Get your actual motion up, man. You know, get your receipts right, man.
Hey, you guys. A shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.
But how's the content looking, man? I think the Mav Hoffa Oskino shit's gonna go left because he called him a bitch. Right? That's gonna go left, right? They might have to get some real understanding now behind that. What do y'all think, man? Put in the comment section. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they got to get some understanding now? Since he called him a bitch. He called him a bitch. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think, man? Put it in the comment section. There's a couple of y'all up in the building, man. Yeah, facts, man. Facts. They been catching it, Clarence. They been catching it. Like I said, a lot of niggas that sit on this internet, they're jealous fans, man. Look, my stats have been stamped and certified as an executive. Fuck media, right? See, that's where dudes lost sight because they was always trying to compete as media and content creators, right? But if they was really official, right, and knew how to network and build, they wouldn't have never been trying to compete as content, right? Because lo and behold, my stats been up since this.
Where stick to yourself, man. You won't let yourself down. Somebody else can let you down.
So sorry.
Jai, how did the connection with you and Jay Prince happen? Did Jay Prince call you one day and say, "Hey, it's Jay Prince"?
And so, all right. I'm gonna sum up the story. Basically, Jackal Fitness, right? One of the guys who, you know, he like a media, all the underground media. You feel me? Go around, you know. So he knew Mike Prince, you know. Mike Prince, Jake Prince, you know, their family. So now, tell Mike Prince about me. Then boom, Mike Prince, he followed me on Instagram. He see all my stuff. All right, cool. We get to the gym. I'm on the phone with him. This is like a week before COVID. You remember when Shakur was supposed to fight the guy who fought Loma? This is right before COVID started. They're supposed to fight like March 13th. I forgot.
When you're a content crab and your whole outlook is views and things like that, you overlook or you try to compete the wrong way, right? But how is the content looking today, man? I'm gonna get some more of my edits out, man. I still want to put out some of the backdooring, yeah, because I feel like they tried to backdoor Bomac, man. Terrence Crawford got the game in a chokehold, It's cool when they do it, right? Now, when Canelo was picking and choosing, it was fine. When Floyd Mayweather picked and chose, it was fine, right? Because, and this is shout out to Two Tone, right? You wanted Bud to do the Mayweather thing, you said, right? Fight a young hungry lion. What young hungry lions did Floyd fight, man? What young hungry lions did when Floyd got all the way up in position? Somebody put in the comments, man. Real talk. We'll talk a little bit of boxing right now. If Floyd fought a young hungry lion when he was in position, right? I think the young hungry lion that he fought might have been Canelo Alvarez, right? Canelo was what, 21, 22? He was green as fuck. He fought Canelo. When he fought Zab Judah, Zab was much older, right? When he fought Shane Mosley, same thing. Maybe Andre Berto, right? See, I'm throwing names out there, right? Right? What young, hungry lion, when Floyd got up in position after defeating Oscar De La Hoya, did he fight? Right? What young, hungry lion, right? He didn't fight Keith Thurman, right? These are the young, hungry lions. Remember, Keith Thurman was calling them out. These guys wanted him. He didn't give Keith an opportunity, right? He did not give Earl. Remember, Earl beat him up, right? Gave him a black eye. He didn't fight Earl. This is Earl before the alcohol and the partying and all of that. He did not fight Earl. Who else, man? These were the young guys, right? But now that Bud Crawford is pretty much a shot caller, you want Bud to just, and I'm not defending Bud and Bomac and them. I'm just, I call balls and strikes, man. I'll be on it like this. Like, see, what I call balls and strikes? Because I'm a union guy. So I'll be like, yo, hold on, man. He did that. It was okay. So if I do it's not okay. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm at with it. I'm like, yo, when they did it, it was all right, man. But now that Bud is in position, it's not okay. Why does the game, right? Quote unquote, the program, why does the rules have to change now? Right? Canelo fought who? Magia, Balanga. He fought all these guys, right? He avoided Benavidez for how many years now? You guys act like it's a problem, but it's not, because he still hasn't fought Benavidez, man. But Bud is just supposed to just fight much younger, hungrier guys, right? Where Canelo got away with it forever and a day. He did not give David Benavidez an opportunity. But Bud, he's just supposed to just get in there with Jerron Ennis. He's supposed to just get in there with these young guys, right? He can't pick his opponents now, right? He can't pick his opponents, right? He can't, man. This is boxing, man. You know why he can't? Because it's Bud. See, Bud wasn't supposed to get to where he got. He was top ranked Toby. He was dumb. He didn't know how to negotiate. He was too small. Earl Smith was gonna mollywop him, right? He fuck around and did the opposite, man. He made Earl look the easiest, right? The easiest, man. Then Canelo was gonna be too big. He beat Canelo. So now they want him to get in there with a young Jerron Ennis. Next is gonna be David Benavidez. Right? I'm like, yo, fuck that fight, David. Then see, right now the heavyweight division is like, think about, yo, fuck that fight, Usyk. They gonna want him to fight somebody to get beat up, man. Right? You know who else had the same thing that Bud's going through? But they ended up catching L's? Cousin Roy. Yeah, when Roy Jones started getting knocked out, they started liking him. When Roy wasn't getting knocked out, after Glenn Johnson and Tarver and these guys started being able to touch him, he got knocked out, people liked him more. But when he was just running through shit and nobody come fuck with him, they didn't like him, man. He went up to heavyweight, went back down. They did not like Roy, man. See, just like Ali, when you're a winner, you are going to have the people that like you, but majority of the people are going to despise you. They're going to be in the bushes, in the shadows, hoping you pray and pray for your downfall, man. And that's what's going on with Bud right now. That's what's going on with Bud right now. And the boxing voice backdoored Bo Mac. And Ness used two-tone. But that was all Ness. Ness was like this. He was thumbing it up. Right? But see, he didn't want to jump out there and do it because he still wants Bo Mac to come on his platform. He still wants to have that open relationship. So he used two-tone to do it. But that was really him. He wanted to say all of that to Bo Mac. But he used two-tone. Art of War, man. 48 Laws of Power. Read those books, man. That's what he did, man. But how was the content today, man? Put it in the comment section, man. I'm about to wrap it up, man. I'm going to just chill on Sunday, man. I'm not really doing no orders today. I'm just relaxing, man. I'm going to put some more content out. I got more content to edit. I'm boxing the shit, though, man. I'm leaning away from the boxing. I'll put a little boxing in this. But, yes, Cash Money, they definitely lost that battle. No Limit was way more organized. And I think if Cash Money was organized, it could have been a closer battle, man. Because Cash Money got hits. They got bangers, man. They got bangers. It's just that, like I said, it was like Dipset. Dipset Deluxe. Their unity. Their unity. It showed, man. It's just like how it shows right now. And shout out to the Dip if there is a real Dipset. Because I think Cam and Mace are still beefing, right? Now, I want to play something else, too, since I'm talking about hip-hop. Did you see, I told you, 50 Cent set them niggas up, man, right? Did you see, you guys are on Instagram, right? You see what 50 did, right? You see what 50 did? I don't know if my, let me see. I'm going to try to share this. Yesterday, it was on Goofy Time. Anytime I was sharing now with the stream, that's why I was only playing the audio. My streams, it always say that the frequency or something is not right. Yeah, see, it's doing it again. Yep, it's doing it again. StreamYard is just terrible for me right now. I can't mess with StreamYard. Listen, StreamYard, this might be my last month with y'all, man. I'm gonna find a different streaming service. But 50 posted something, right? I'll play the audio, man. If y'all follow 50's IG page, right? They fronting on Bleak and Jim Jones heavy out there. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? They fronting on these guys heavy. 8 in the building. Hit the like button, y'all. Oh, shout out. Harlem Legend got it up. Right? yeah. Listen, this shit is hilarious, man. I told you.
Mark, what you doing, boy? Legend Lenny now. Legend Lenny, this motherfucker is Tony.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You ain't taking that one? It's the unit, nigga. What they get no money, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yo. Wow, man. Yo, man. See, they be letting 50 line them up, man. 50's the king at that shit, man. Yeah, they jumped on the podcast. And shout out to Gully TV. I was over there. I was somewhere else, and I was like, nah, man. When they were saying that Yayo was a crackhead and all that, I was like, nah. Yo, Yayo got his chips up, man. Right? And I was like, you know, maybe. Shout out to the white boy. I can't think of his channel. He did a video on it, and I shared that too. And I was like, maybe they're mad because Yayo never got tricked out of position. See, a lot of guys, you get tricked out of position. You want my spot, Flash? And you end up like Yayo was good. You see what 50 just did? 50 just showed. That's 50's video of Uncle Murder and Tony Yayo boarding another private jet, going to get a bag, right? Going to get a bag, right? Meanwhile, the niggas that said he was broke and all that, they beefing with their homies, man. Right? They are beefing with their homies, man. They are beefing with their homies, man. Right? But I just found that funny this morning, man. Let me play it one more time, man. It's hilarious.
Legit Lenny now. Mark, what you doing, boy? Legit Lenny now. Legit Lenny, this motherfucker. Turk, baby. We outside, nigga. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You taking that one?
Damn.
It's the unit, nigga. The niggas mad. They get no money, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Yo. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, the internet, yo, niggas get tricked out they spot, man. Niggas get tricked out they spot every day, B. Yo, don't get tricked out your spot, man. If you got a situation that can grow into something, just stay down till you come up, man. Don't get tricked out your position, man. The internet will trick you out your position, man. Tony Yayo never got tricked out his position, man. I guess a lot of guys wanted him to go against 50. He never did, man. Now look at these guys, man. But hey, what do I know? How was the content, y'all? About to wrap it up, man. I'm gonna just enjoy my Sunday. I'm gonna just enjoy my Sunday, man. Put out some more edits. Did y'all see my edits, man? Subscribe to the channel, share the content. Thank you, Clarence. He said like and share. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Look, I gave you an hour and 32 minutes at the desk, man. At the desk. See, Sundays I could do it more like this, especially if I don't run out and do no orders and shit, right? Like today, I just felt like relaxing. Yesterday, I got busy yesterday. I was getting busy, man. I told you I slept like a baby. So I had a great workout at the gym, right? A fire workout. And that's pretty much it, man. But hopefully y'all caught this. So I'm gonna remix some of this. Well, I'll remix this tomorrow. I'll remix these tomorrow. But I'm gonna get some more of this, the Crawford content, right? I got the boxing was because I know how the boxing dudes do. Watch the Monday morning quarterbacks, the guys that sit around and watch people but don't acknowledge them. They're gonna speak about the boxing voice interview. Meanwhile, that shit should have been on that, man. If you really be on things that are trending in boxing, you don't wait till you steal it from a channel that you feel doesn't buy views or nobody knows. That's what these guys do. And then they try to act like they discovered America. The Christopher Columbuses, right? Meanwhile, America was already here. Right? Yo, Columbus got lost. These niggas are lost, but they always discovering something. They're always discovering something. But I appreciate everybody that was tapped in today. Thank you. Thank you so much. Sauce Experience. Shout out to Uncle Platt.
Yeah. Shout out to Jackal, man. Jackal Fitness. They've been rocking for a long time, man.
Yes, baby.
They've been rocking for a long time.
Real media, baby.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.